Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine walking into your grandmother's kitchen on a Sunday afternoon in 1963. The air is thick with the smell of butter melting in a cast-iron skillet, and there's chicken sizzling on the stove, filling every corner of the house with warmth. The radio plays softly in the background, and somewhere between the clinking of dishes and the laughter from the living room, you realize that this moment, this simple, beautiful moment, is what home feels like. Back then, chicken wasn't just dinner. It was a celebration, a tradition, a way of bringing people together around a table that held more than food. It held stories, memories, and recipes passed down through generations. But somewhere between then and now, something changed. Many of those recipes, the ones our mothers and grandmothers made with their own two hands, have quietly disappeared, forgotten in the rush of modern life. Today, we're counting down the top 10 lost chicken recipes from the 1960s you'll never see again. Number 10. Chicken a la king in patty shells. Let's start with a dish that once graced every church potluck and ladies' luncheon across America. Chicken a la king served in golden, flaky patty shells. This creamy chicken dish, loaded with mushrooms, pimentos, and green peppers in a rich white sauce, was the height of elegance in the early 60s. Homemakers would carefully spoon the mixture into store-bought patty shells, arranging them on their best serving platters like little edible crowns. It was fancy enough for company, but simple enough for a Tuesday night when you wanted to feel a little special. The recipe had been around since the turn of the century, but it hit its stride in the post-war years when convenience met tradition. Women loved it because it made them feel like accomplished cooks without spending all day in the kitchen. But as the decade wore on and tastes shifted toward simpler, less fussy foods, chicken a la king quietly faded from the table. Those beautiful patty shells became relics of a time when presentation mattered just as much as taste, and when a creamy chicken dish could make an ordinary evening feel like an occasion. Number 9. Sunday smothered chicken with pan gravy. Every Sunday in countless American homes, after church let out and families gathered around the dinner table, there was smothered chicken. This wasn't just any chicken. This was chicken that had been dredged in seasoned flour, fried until golden brown, then simmered low and slow in a skillet with onions until it practically fell off the bone. The gravy, thick and rich, and made right there in the same pan, soaked into mashed potatoes and turned an ordinary meal into something sacred. Mothers learned this recipe from their mothers, who learned it from theirs, and the technique was handed down like a family heirloom. The secret wasn't in some fancy ingredient. It was in the patience, the time spent standing at the stove, tending to that chicken like it mattered. And it did matter, because Sunday dinner was when families reconnected after a long week. But as the decade gave way to faster cooking methods and convenience foods, fewer women have the time or inclination to stand over a hot stove for hours. The slow simmer, the careful turning, the love that went into every step, it all started to feel like too much work. And just like that, smothered chicken became a memory, something grandmothers talked about, but fewer people knew how to make.
Number 8. Chicken and rice casserole with cream of mushroom soup. If there was one ingredient that defined 1960s cooking, it was cream of mushroom soup, and nowhere did it shine brighter than in chicken and rice casserole. This dish was pure comfort. Chunks of chicken, fluffy white rice, a can of Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, and maybe some frozen peas or carrots, all baked together until bubbling and golden. It was the kind of meal that mothers could throw together after work, pop in the oven, and have ready by dinner time without breaking a sweat. The recipe appeared in every community cookbook, on the backs of soup cans, and in magazines like Good Housekeeping and Ladies' Home Journal. Families loved it because it was filling, affordable, and tasted like home. You could stretch one chicken to feed 6 people, and leftovers heated up beautifully the next day. But as Americans became more health conscious and turned away from canned soups and processed ingredients, this humble casserole fell out of favor. What was once considered a smart, resourceful way to feed a family became seen as outdated, too reliant on shortcuts. The casserole dish that once brought families together now sits in the back of the cupboard, a quiet reminder of simpler times. Number 7. Chicken croquettes with white sauce. There was a time when leftover chicken never went to waste, and chicken croquettes were the proof. These crispy, golden brown cylinders were made from finely chopped cooked chicken mixed with thick cream sauce, shaped into logs, breaded and fried until they crackled under your fork. Served with a velvety white sauce poured over the top, they turned yesterday's roast chicken into something entirely new and delicious. Housewives in the 60s prided themselves on being thrifty, and croquettes were the ultimate example of making something wonderful out of what you already had. They appeared on diner menus, in hospital cafeterias, and on dinner tables from coast to coast. The recipe required a bit of skill, getting the consistency just right, shaping them carefully, frying them at the perfect temperature, but the result was worth it. Children loved the crispy outside, and parents appreciated not wasting a single scrap of food. But as the culture shifted away from scratch cooking and toward faster, easier meals, the art of making croquettes faded. It was easier to throw out leftovers than to spend an afternoon shaping and frying them. And so chicken croquettes joined the list of things our grandmothers made that we never learned how to do.
Number 6. Chicken divan with broccoli and hollandaise. Chicken divan was the centerpiece of every elegant dinner party in the early 1960s, a dish that said you knew how to cook with sophistication and style. Layers of tender chicken breast, steamed broccoli, and a rich, creamy sauce, often a blend of mayonnaise, cream of chicken soup, and a touch of sherry, all topped with buttery breadcrumbs and baked until golden. Some versions included a drizzle of hollandaise sauce, making it even more luxurious. The dish was said to have originated at the Divan Parisian restaurant in New York City, but by the 60s it had made its way into American home kitchens everywhere. Women served it on their best china, often with a side of wild rice and a green salad when they wanted to impress guests. It was fancy without being fussy, and it showed you cared enough to make something special. But like so many elegant dishes of that era, chicken divan required time and attention that later generations didn't have or didn't want to give. The creamy sauces fell out of fashion, and simpler, lighter meals took their place. Now it's rare to find anyone who even remembers what chicken divan was, let alone how to make it. Number 5. Fried chicken livers with onions. Not every part of the chicken made it to the dinner table in the 1960s, but the parts that did were treated with respect, and chicken livers were no exception. Fried chicken livers with onions was a dish you'd find in diners, soul food restaurants, and home kitchens across the South and beyond. The livers were dredged in seasoned flour, fried until crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, then tossed with caramelized onions that added sweetness and depth. For many families, especially those who lived through the Depression, eating organ meats wasn't unusual, it was practical. You used every part of the animal, and chicken livers were prized for their rich, iron-heavy flavor. Served alongside grits, mashed potatoes, or simply on a slice of white bread, they were a meal that filled you up and reminded you that good cooking didn't require expensive cuts of meat. But as the country grew more prosperous and tastes changed, organ meats lost their appeal. Younger generations turned up their noses at the idea of eating liver, and recipes that once appeared regularly in cookbooks disappeared. Fried chicken livers became something your grandparents ate, a relic of harder times that didn't fit into the modern idea of what dinner should look like. Number 4. Chicken tetrazzini with spaghetti and cream sauce. Named after an Italian opera singer, chicken tetrazzini became an American classic in the mid-20th century, and by the 1960s, it was a staple at potlucks, church suppers, and family dinners. This baked casserole combined diced chicken, spaghetti, mushrooms, and peas in a creamy white sauce, all topped with Parmesan cheese and baked until bubbly and golden. It was hearty, comforting, and stretched a little bit of chicken into a meal that could feed a crowd. The recipe appeared in countless community cookbooks, and every family seemed to have their own version.
Some added sherry, others used turkey instead of chicken, and a few threw in whatever vegetables were on hand. It was the kind of dish that brought people together, whether at a church basement potluck or a weeknight dinner table. But like so many casseroles from that era, chicken tetrazziti fell victim to changing tastes. Cream-based dishes became less popular, and people started looking for lighter, fresher flavors. The dish that once symbolized comfort and togetherness became a symbol of outdated cooking, and it slowly disappeared from tables and memories alike. Number 3. Chicken fricassee with dumplings. There are some dishes that carry the weight of generations, and chicken fricassee with dumplings is one of them. This stew-like dish, with its tender pieces of chicken simmered in a savory broth with carrots, celery, and onions, then topped with fluffy, pillowy dumplings, was a Sunday staple in many American homes. The fricassee itself was an old French technique, but by the time it reached American kitchens, it had been adapted, simplified, and made entirely our own. Mothers would start it in the late morning, letting it simmer gently on the stove while the family got ready for the afternoon. The dumplings, dropped into the bubbling broth in the final half hour, soaked up all the flavor and turned a simple chicken stew into something unforgettable. It was the kind of meal that filled the house with the smell of home, the kind that made you feel safe and cared for. But fricassee required time, patience, and a willingness to stand at the stove, stirring and tasting and adjusting. As life got busier and convenience became king, fewer people had the time or the knowledge to make it. The recipe, once passed from mother to daughter, was lost in the shuffle, and with it went a piece of culinary history that's hard to get back.
Number 2. Deviled chicken with mustard and breadcrumbs. Deviled chicken was bold, tangy, and unlike anything else on the 1960s dinner table. Chicken pieces were coated in a spicy mustard sauce, rolled in buttery breadcrumbs, and baked until crispy and golden. The mustard gave it a sharp, punchy flavor that cut through the richness of the chicken, and the breadcrumbs added a satisfying crunch. It was a dish that showed confidence. This wasn't bland, safe cooking. This was flavor that announced itself the moment it came out of the oven. The recipe appeared in magazines and cookbooks throughout the decade, often recommended for casual entertaining or weekend dinners when you wanted something a little different. Some versions added hot sauce or cayenne pepper, leaning into the deviled name and giving it even more kick. Families who made it regularly had their own tweaks and secrets, little touches that made it uniquely theirs. But as the years went on and cooking became more focused on speed and simplicity, dishes like deviled chicken, ones that required a bit of effort and weren't afraid of bold flavors, fell by the wayside. The tangy, spicy chicken that once livened up dinner tables became a forgotten treasure, buried in old cookbooks that no one opens anymore. At the top of our list is a dish that perfectly captures the spirit of 1960s Southern cooking: chicken and waffles Southern style. This wasn't the sweet brunch-style version you might find today. This was savory, soul-satisfying comfort food. Crispy fried chicken, golden and crackling, served on top of a fluffy buttermilk waffle, all drizzled with rich, peppery gravy or a pat of melting butter and a drizzle of honey. It was a meal that didn't make sense on paper, but made perfect sense on the plate, combining the best of breakfast and dinner into something entirely its own. The dish had deep roots in African American communities in the South, served in homes, church gatherings, and restaurants that understood the power of good food to bring people together. It was hearty, filling, and full of flavor, the kind of meal you ate slowly, savoring every bite. But as soul food became commercialized and simplified, the original chicken and waffles started to fade from memory. Restaurants began serving sweeter versions aimed at tourists, and the savory, gravy-drenched original became harder and harder to find. For those who grew up eating it, the loss is more than just a recipe. It's the loss of a tradition, a connection to a time and a place that felt like home. And there you have it, 10 chicken recipes from the 1960s that have quietly slipped away, taking with them the stories, the flavors, and the memories of a different time. These weren't just meals, they were moments around the table, hands passing plates, laughter echoing through the kitchen, and the comforting knowledge that someone cared enough to cook for you. The world has changed, and so is the way we eat, but there's something beautiful about remembering the dishes that shaped us, the recipes our mothers and grandmothers knew by heart.
If any of these brought back a memory, a Sunday dinner, a church potluck, or just the smell of your grandmother's kitchen, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Share your stories with us and let's keep these memories alive together. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more forgotten pieces of American history. Until next time, take care and remember, the best recipes are the ones made with love.